I'm going to pull out 3 very important conflict de-escalation teaching points out of a recent event that just happened at a church in Arizona, February 2024. A protester out on the sidewalk, interaction with church staff and volunteers. Take a look at this video. It's a TikTok video. I downloaded it. It's this individual's TikTok video. You can tell it's been edited. That wasn't by me. I do cut out the last few seconds as it's winding down, but it's about 2 minutes long or so. Take a moment to watch it, and then we're going to talk about 3 basic conflict de-escalation teaching points here. Take a look.
Look, he's coming. He's got a badge, officer. Free Palestine, free Palestine.
Hey, you need to go. You're being trespassed. This gentleman's being trespassed. You need to go.
I'm very mad. Why are you mad?
Why are you angry? Why don't you go back to Palestine? You can't even have free speech there. It's fucking fashion, dude. This is fashion. Get out of here. You're being trespassed.
MissionAZ.org, Mission Church. All right, here come the reinforcements. How's it going, guys? So that gentleman over there with the hat said I should go back to my country. This gentleman right here said it in the hat. I should go back to my country, screw off, go to Palestine where they will kill you. That's what he just told me because I was saying free Palestine. So my question is this what we learn here in the church?
Here's what we're going to do. As long as you're on the sidewalk, that's not our property.
So this is not, okay. Free Palestine, free, nice to see you.
You want to listen?
No, I'm speaking to her.
Listen?
No, I don't want to listen.
Well,
yeah, I don't want to listen. How does that sound?
Well,
hold on, how does that sound? I don't want to listen. How does that sound?
A disturbance.
No, really, why did you ask me do I want to listen? Hold on, are you my boss?
You wanted to have
why are you asking me if I want to listen? Who are you to ask me that? I'm standing here on a public sidewalk, correct?
If you restrict ingress or egress,
okay,
or cause a disturbance,
okay,
or on our property,
okay,
we're going to trespass you. Do you understand?
I don't give a fuck. How does that sound?
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, of course. Who asked your opinion? Who asked you to come here while I'm standing on a public sidewalk?
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you're going to talk to me, right?
Sure.
Okay. So right now you're on the public sidewalk, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not hindering anything of anybody going in or out of the church.
Of course.
Okay. I haven't said anything to you while you were sitting there.
For sure.
That's all.
Yeah. For sure.
Obviously, you have the right to protest.
Of course. But this right here, this white supremacy needs to be exposed. This white supremacy needs to be exposed. Now check this out, officer. If I'm standing here on the public sidewalk and it bothers them, that's called white supremacy. That's Zionism. There's absolutely no reason for them to be this offended when they are running a church. Hold on, this church talks about love and everyone is welcome. That's what this church's website says, right? That this is love and everyone's welcome. But when I stand here, for some reason, it pisses them off, including that guy in the hat. So that right there, that's white supremacy. That's Zionism. They rushed over here. The moment they saw me standing on a public sidewalk carrying the Palestinian flag, they rushed. This church here, all they talk about, everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome, right? It's all talk, all bullshit. Once you cut the grass, the snakes begin to show. Once you actually show up and say, hey, do you actually accept everyone? Do you actually welcome everyone? Then you see the truth.
Okay, this situation absolutely highlights a point I emphasize and hammer and point out in all my conflict de-escalation training seminars. Slow down, slow down, slow down, and take a breath and assess the situation going on before you to avoid just blindly rolling into it and inadvertently run at the mouth and say or do something that could escalate the situation. Slow down and assess the situation. Situational awareness also. We have an individual out on the sidewalk waving a Palestinian flag. Is there anything going on in the world around you right now where that could be indicative of that situation where it's very volatile, very inflammatory, very confrontational? Yeah, there's something big going on right now. So we have an individual standing out there on the sidewalk waving a Palestinian flag. Slow down, take a breath, and ask yourself, do I really need to make contact with this person? Do I really need to make contact with this person? Is this person impeding or interfering with traffic inbound or outbound or on private property? No, leave them alone. Keep an eye on them, leave them alone. There's no reason for you to go out there because you're probably getting jacked up already just by the mere fact that they're out there waving a Palestinian flag or protesting or demonstrating about something that you have a strong belief contrary or contradictory belief or whatever. Don't allow yourself to become so frustrated, impatient, or offended that you go blindly rushing into a situation and end up running at the mouth and potentially escalating a situation. Number two, the individual, our one guy came up there, made contact with the protester, and his partner was standing right there behind him. Folks, work together as a team. Look out for each other. When you see your colleague and partner beginning to really go down this rabbit hole and say or do things that could escalate the situation, grab hold of him or her by the belt, by the shoulder, by the shirt, and pull them away and say, hey, okay, move them away, or be enough of a distraction to take over the conversation from them. Work together as a team. If you're the one in contact with somebody and your partner comes up and tries to take over or pulls you by the belt, you need to take a breath and trust them. Okay, don't be going, I got this, I got this. No, you don't. Trust your partners and your colleagues to be looking out for your best your best benefit and pull you away and just get away and break contact from this situation. In this individual's video, we saw, I guess, someone who's a supervisor who comes up and tries to create a dialogue with them and tell this guy, okay, here's what we're going to do. 3 things I want you to keep in mind when you're talking to people. Don't talk down to them like they're a child. Don't talk to them like they're stupid. And don't talk to them like they're supposed to be afraid of you, okay? The supervisor comes up and starts telling this individual, okay, here's what we're going to do. As long as you're not this and not that, this person, does it sound like he's engaged and being in a position to have a rational conversation? No. And in fact, he becomes loud, rude, obnoxious, and rather antagonistic in the supervisor's face. Here's the teaching point. Recognize when there's no point in staying in contact with somebody. Take a deep breath, do an about face, and walk away. Just walk away and don't risk getting yourself sucked down this rabbit hole where you begin to debate, begin to argue, and get yourself offended, frustrated, impatient, and you end up spiraling out of control and saying you're doing something that escalates the situation. Now, phenomenal job by the police officer, calm tone of voice. Hey, sir, can I just talk to you? Pulling the guy down the sidewalk a little ways to create distance between him and the I guess that church supervisor. Just to give people an opportunity to slow down, take a breath, and cool down a little bit. Those individuals, the church personnel, maintain standing there by the side of the walk away. You don't have to be there. You don't need to be making contact with this individual. Folks, trust me, these folks, these protesters, these demonstrators, they know the law and they take great pride in knowing the law better than you. They know that as long as they're on public property, that they are not restricting inbound or outbound traffic, and that they're not breaking things, and that they're not on private property. They can literally do whatever they want because it's their right. They already know what the law is, so they're going to be right on the edge of the gray area. They're going to know where to take it up to and not violate it because they don't want to get arrested. They don't want to get a citation. They don't want anything interfering with their right to protest and demonstrate. But they'll stand right there with their cameras out ready because they know there's a good chance that someone in that building, in that church, in that business is going to get offended, frustrated, or impatient and come blasting out there just like this guy with the hat did. Slow down, assess the situation. Do you really need to make contact? Number 2, if your colleague makes contact and it starts going off the rails, interfere, distract, pull your partner away. And if it's you that's going down that rabbit hole and getting argumentative with someone, trust your partners when they come up and grab you by the belt and try to pull you away. Don't go, yeah, I got this. No, you don't. Just go. Break contact. And number 3, recognize when the person you're dealing with is just not capable or not wanting to have a dialogue with you. They're loud, rude, and obnoxious. Recognize it's just no point in continuing any further effort to talk to them. Break contact, do an about face, walk away. We'll see you on the next video.